Hi, Mrs. Strader's class. This is Dr. Michelle. I live and work in Cadillac, Michigan, and I'm a psychologist, which means I'm a doctor that helps people's brains. Because lots of times people have bad, sad, and scary things happen. And so they need to talk to somebody to learn about feelings and learning coping skills and learning how to manage life so that it can be fun and exciting. Because lots of bad things happen to people all the time. Or sometimes we just feel sad or scared or anxious and nervous. And so it's my job to help people learn how to deal with all those feelings. So I don't give medicine and I don't give shots, but I do get to play. I get to play board games and I get to do lots of things about feelings. So my job's really important to the community because when bad, sad, and scary things happen, people have a hard time working. They have a hard time going to school. And I get to help kids and adults because I work with people from 3 years old to 90 years old every day, talking about feelings and emotions and what they do every day to be happy. So it's important for the community because if people are not happy, if they're sad or mad or scared, then they make bad choices. But if they come see me, then they can learn to make good choices. They can learn to feel happier. Then they feel more like working and being productive. So to be in the community, lots and lots of people come see me to talk about what's going on in their lives and to feel better. So what does it take to be good at this job? Empathy. Empathy means that you can put yourself in somebody else's shoes and understand how they might be feeling. You might have to learn to be a good reader because you have to read lots of psychological theories because I'm a psychologist, and you have to learn to read a lot. You have to do math because you have to understand statistics. But really, reading and writing are really important in this job. And understanding feelings and being able to help people solve problems. So you have to be a problem solver. You have to be a good listener because listening is a big part of what people don't do nowadays. So it's really, really, really important to be kind, empathetic, a good listener, things like that that would make it so that people want to come talk to you. You have to be welcoming and warm. You can't be all grumpy and sad and mean because nobody wants to talk to somebody that's like grumpy and sad and mean. So this job is different in different places because all across the United States and all across the world, there's psychologists and counselors. And we do a lot of the same things no matter where we live. You have psychologists and counselors in your town that you can go to their office and see them, and they're going to do similar kinds of things. They're going to talk about feelings. They're going to talk about how to get along with step-parents. They're going to talk about how to deal with your anger when you're so mad and you don't know why. So those things are all the same. Some have special training, so they do things a little different. But then, so a school counselor or a school psychologist is going to do more testing to see how smart you are, or if you have ADHD or something like that. Or a private practice one like me does that stuff too. We just get more time because like you get out of school to come to my office and see me. Whereas at school, the school counselor or the school psychologist does little checkups on the kids and sees how they're doing. Whereas at my office, kids get 50 minutes to sit and talk to me and to play games and to talk about feelings, whatever they need. The job's changed over time because more and more people admit that they need help and that it's important to talk to somebody. So people in my job are really busy, lots and lots of people want to go talk to a counselor or a psychologist. And so we need more and more people to be counselors and psychologists because people need to talk to somebody and it's more accepted. And in this job, who's in charge? Well, I'm lucky I'm a boss at my job. I'm in private practice. That means I own my own counseling practice, my own psychology business. And so I'm in charge. But in some places, like at your school, if you have a school counselor, the school board's in charge. If you go to an agency, there's a director of an agency that's in charge. Or another owner, because some people work for me at my office. So who's in charge just varies depending on what kind of psychologist or counselor you are. So, and which of the issues facing communities today are most affect my job? All of them. Everything affects my job because it affects people's mental health and how they feel about one another. So if there's a fire in town, that affects my job. If there's a bank robbery in town, that affects my job. If there's a political issue, like somebody likes a certain president and doesn't like another president, that affects my job. If someone dies, that affects my job. So in the community, just about anything can affect my job because I see those people dealing with that kind of stress because stress affects everybody. So one of the things that I like most about my job is every single hour of the day is different. I see 8 to 10 different people a day, and they all have different feelings and thoughts, and I get to help them solve problems, and I get to play games if they're kids. Sometimes we throw a ball, sometimes we play a board game. So, and then sometimes with the older adults, I just sit and talk for an hour. So I get to see all kinds of people, and I think it's very fun. So if you have any questions, just ask Mrs. Strader, give her the questions, and I will give you more information. I hope this was helpful. It was real quick because I have to get busy and go see another person. So if you have questions about being a psychologist and working with people about feelings, let me know. Have a great day. Bye.